Hello guys, and today I'm bringing you a Battlin boxer deck. It follows the same suit as a few of my machine decks where it like literally shits rank 4 XYZs, but this is warrior archetype instead of machine. But as you can see, it involves Kagatu Cage again, because that's quite a good card for like normal summoning monsters and special summoning that level rank 4 XYZ monster quickly, like on your first turn or whatever, if you draw the right cards. But anyway, getting onto the deck list, got 3 Battlin Boxer Glassjaw. It's just like, it's high beta 2000 and when this card is targeted for an attack, destroy it, but you don't really have it on the field for an attack to get attacked that long, really. It's like for a level 4, well, you attack with it, then you XYZ with it, really, quite a lot of the time. When it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, which includes its own, you can target one Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard except Battlin Boxer Glassjaw and add that target to your hand, which when I use that, it usually recycles Counterpunch, because Counterpunch is basically the honest of the deck, but I'll come back to that later. Then we've got 2 Shadow, which is one of the newer cards that wasn't in like the original set, I'm pretty sure. And during your main phase, you can attach one XYZ monster from a Battlin Boxer XYZ monster you control, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand, which is just for like an extra, either extra attacking if you want to, but I don't know why you'd have a 1800 level 4 monster when you can bring out a rank 4 XYZ monster out. But it's just another special summon in addition to your normal summon for another rank 4 XYZ to bring out relatively easily. Then we've got Switch Hitter, and when it's normal summoned, you can target one Battlin Boxer monster from your graveyard and special summon that target, which makes it easy to bring out a rank 4 XYZ again, which is basically all this deck is revolved around quite a lot, I think. Then we've got Spar, or Sparer, and if you control a Battlin Boxer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn, but it's another level 4, which is good for a rank 4 XYZ. So you can bring out Battlin Boxers or other rank 4 XYZs quite easy really, but you know, that's what the deck does really. And then we've got Kageta Cage, which is just basically the same, normal summon a monster, special summon that, level rank 4 XYZ, easy. Then we've got Headgear, and when it's normal summon, you can send one Battlin Boxer monster from your deck to the graveyard, and that's for like any of these really that you want to send to your graveyard, and then you can bring back with like Call of the Haunted, or bring back with Switch Hitter. So just, it's like a Armageddon night for Battlin Boxers really. Then we've got Blue Mountain Butterspy, which is just like Kageta Cage. When you normal summon a warrior type monster, which is this deck, you can special summon this card from your hand, which makes it easier to bring out a level a rank 4 XYZ. It does it. You can bring out this Battlin Box with it, Nova Caesar, but you can't bring out Yoke or oh, you can bring out actually Star Cetus. So like, if you need 3 level rank 4 XYZs, normal summon Switch Hitter, special summon from your graveyard, activate Butterspy's effect. You got 3 level 4s on your field, rank for one that requires 3 level 4 monsters, which is like Star Cetus, and I don't think there is any other, but like, oh, this one that you can 2 or more, and it gains effects for accordingly. But that's just like one situation of using it. Then I got Counterpunch. Some people don't use this. Well, I say some people. Quite a lot of people don't use this, but I've found that in some situations, if you have like a low Battlin Boxer on your field and you can't do anything with it, or if you've even got like one of these Battlin Boxers on your field, it's just good to have like an honest for this deck. Counterpunch, just discard it from your hand. It gains 1000 attack until the end phase. People don't put it in, but I don't see why, because it can't really clog up the deck, because if you draw it, you get its effect. And with the others, you can just send, like, Glassjaw can add it back to your hand, so it's like recycling. So it's not really like there to clog, it's just there to provide extra defense. But that's my reasoning of putting it in. You don't have to, but I recommend it. Then going on to the spell cards, we've got 1 Rejeki, which is just staple. Same with Dark Hole, Soul Charge, Foolish Burial, 3 MST, Book of Moon, and Forbidden Lance. But in this deck, I've got 3 reinforcement of the army. This is good because, you know, you can add any of the warrior type monsters to your hand. Like, oh, I've summoned Headgear last turn, or I don't know, I've Foolish Burial Glassjaw or something. use this to add switcher to your hand. You've got a rank 4 XYZ, easy. That's how easy this deck is to bring out, like bringing out that rank 4 XYZs. I keep getting that mixed up. Rank 4 XYZs. Then going on to the traps, we've got just standard staple traps really, with Bottomless, Torrential Tribute and Solemn Warning. And we've got Call of the Haunted just to increase the amount of rank 4 XYZs you can bring out. And then we've got a card that's like only for battling boxes, and it's Jolt Counter. During the battle phase, when a spell card, trap card or monster effect is activated, or you control a battling boxer monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So if anything stops you attacking, just negate it with Jolt Counter, and it's a counter trap, so you can't counter a counter trap unless they have a counter trap, and counter traps aren't that common to be used, but this Jolt Counter is ridiculous really for the battling boxers. So that was the main deck. Going on to the extra deck, I've got staple XYZ monsters, and I'll go through them first. Got Dark Rebellion, which I told you the effect in the other video. It's just basically a Dark Mist, more higher attacking Dark Mist. We've got Blade Ninja, Honorarch, Castle, Exeter Knight, Laval Chain, Cowboy, and this thing, Rongo Miant. Dodgy name. It's just for monster decks, warrior decks really. But going on to the Battling Boxer XYZ monsters, we've got Star Cestus. During either player's battle step, if a Battling Boxer monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can attach one XYZ material monster from this card and negate the effects of the opponent's monster until the end phase. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from the battle. So either if you attack something that cannot be destroyed by battle, activate that effect, negate the effect, your Battling Boxer can get over it. Or if they've summoned a massive monster, you've got that on the field, use that on itself, attack, and then they take the damage. So that might actually give you the win if they're on low life points and they've just brought out something massive. But yeah, there's multiple situations you can use that effect. Then we've got Nova Caesar. Once per turn, you can attach one Battling Boxer monster from your hand or graveyard to this card as an XYZ material. This card gains 100 attack for each material attached to it. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can target one level 4 or lower Battling Boxer monster. You can target level 4 or lower Battling Boxer monsters in your graveyard up to the number of XYZ materials this card had on the field, especially from those targets. So if it's sent to the grave, the XYZ materials are sent to the grave at the same time, then Nova Caesar's effect goes off, then you can smash from any of the ones like attached to it as well. So that's quite ridiculous. And you can also bring this out in other decks, but then you wouldn't get its effect, so it's pretty pointless. But that's quite a good effect, to be honest. So that's why I put 2 in rather than 3, because 3 might be a bit too much, because I wouldn't bring it more than 2 times out. But then I've got 3 lead Yugioh, that's pretty much the best monster of the deck. It's like the main card. It's like the icon of the deck, really. And if a Battling Boxer monster you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can attach one XYZ material from this card instead of destroying one of those monsters. When XYZ material is attached from this card gains 800 attack. So you can even force it to use its effect. Like you get like Headgear out with 1000 attack. Attack a monster. Use Lead Yugioh's effect. Discard. Cannot be destroyed. And then it gains 800 attack. So it's got 3000. Still with one XYZ material on. You do it again, it's got 3800 attack. That is ridiculous. And it stops itself being destroyed by battle or by card effect twice. Then if you have 2 of these on the field, it's bloody hell, it's annoying to get over to a tower. I've played against Battling Boxers once, and they brought out 2 lead Yugiohs who couldn't do anything. Then as well, now with Jolt Counter, it gets a bit overwhelming. This is a competitive deck, but like the new Burning Abyss and shit, and the Noble Knights might prove a bit of a challenge, but this is still a really good deck and is really competitive. It's like underwhelmed really. Not many people use it, but I would recommend it. I'd take this to a regional and use it. Anyway, if you like this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe to follow me get into it really to the goal of doing every archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, which I'll do eventually. Might take me a couple of years. Actually, at the rate, two uploads a day, 2 decks. Should probably be done by Christmas, maybe a bit after. But anyway, thank you for watching, and if you do subscribe, your support is appreciated. See you next time, guys.